Yeah. Just wait.
Lemons to lemonade, got this pandemic, but I squeeze some better days. Got me to pass the pay, fuck all the miles we lose when we trade. Yeah, do what I want all day, checking the boxes to make me self-made. This is no love song, I shit on you niggas for living your life wrong. Fuck up on me and you know that I'm gone. Increasing investment, my money is grown. Beef to the left like I do to her thong. This is a new life, ain't do this too long. Everyone did it like Fivio, I had to hop on this wave when it's critical. Y'all niggas don't have no principles, drill on this beat, I'm invincible. This is a new life, ain't do this too long. Original, fuck all your hype, you selfish, you cynical. Based it off facts, I keep rap clinical. Hate imitate, they do it identical. Fuck your job, nigga, fuck that interview. We moved on, nigga, no longer into you. Priorities, deed, no actions. Save your lives for gram captions. They don't love you, they love capping. Niggas wake up and start acting. Used to the swag, you jacking. Sucking mad dick, you gagging. Headed to space, but you are not part of my faction. Looking at me, she said guarantee satisfaction. I just started this shit and I already gained traction. Lemons to lemonade, got this pandemic, but I squeeze some better days. Got me to pass the pay, fuck all the miles we lose when we trade. Yeah, do what I want all day, checking the boxes to make me self-made. This is no love song, I shit on you niggas for living your life wrong. I live in my truth, you pussies got no heart, you fight in a crew. Can't throw a punch, so you fight in a group. If I catch him solo, it's over for dudes. Yeah, lay hands on you pussies, I'm beating it up. You not boys in the hood, you like men to boys. I'm trucking you niggas with ease like Grunk. Open your mouth in the curb and stomp. I got the gloves like OJ, look, anybody can get it, I don't play. When I say let's go, she say okay. Force you to grow like Rogaine. I can't wait till I blow like propane. Y'all can't wait for this blow like cocaine. You are not part of my age group. My intelligence coming to save you. Lemons to lemonade, got this pandemic, but I squeeze some better days. Got me to pass the pay, fuck all the miles we lose when we trade. Yeah, do what I want all day, checking the boxes to make me self-made. This is no love song, I shit on you niggas for living your life wrong. Fuck up on me and you know that I'm gone. Increasing investment, my money is grown. Beef to the left like I do to her thong. This is a new life, ain't do this too long. Love beef, but I eat poultry. Flying V, mighty D birds approach me. Flocking and stalking, but no distance closing. It's all on the table, my will I'm imposing. Some of you niggas is lucky to know me. I'm also lucky to know some of you niggas. Only the niggas that's keeping it triller. Extending your power can only get bigger. We kept the planet when we come together, but still don't need know when we go with the ladder. Bingo solo, my pockets can only get fatter. You niggas love talking, I'm not with the chatter. Shut the fuck up, your opinion don't matter. If Shorty is taking, the pussy feels better. Shorty is money, so I'ma go get her. Yeah, I'ma go get her. Lemons to lemonade, got this pandemic, but I squeeze some better days. Got me to pass the pay, fuck all the miles we lose when we trade. Yeah, do what I want all day, checking the boxes to make me self-made. This is no love song, I shit on you niggas for living your life wrong. Fuck up on me and you know that I'm gone. Increasing investments, the money is grown. Beef to the left like I do to her thong. This is a new life, ain't do this too long, nah. All right. Let's go. Alright, sorry. Alright, I'm gonna repeat all that again. Apologies. For some reason, my audio wasn't playing, but here we go. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Nando Yamas was in here first, says, hey yo, listening from work. Boxing Republic, thank you for tuning in. We got No Power Box Yano says we need the Reggaeton remix. We working on everything, bro. I got some of that coming too. You already know. D-Style says, what's good, brother? Yeah, my fault, Nando, and everybody, had some issues with the switch of the audio, but it's all good. Got this new software I'm learning, but we back, we back. There we go. My guy No Power said,
quoting my lyrics. Beef to the left like we do to her thong. All right, let's do it. Let's hop right into boxing. Thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate everybody. Like always, you know, this YouTube thing is a job. It ain't easy, and I appreciate everybody who tunes in, and I appreciate everybody who also does their own shows or hops on other shows, does commentary. This shit is hard work. It ain't easy. Thank you all for the work that you put in. But let's go. Let's hop right into it. The first thing we're going to hop into, the first one that we're going to hop into is the recap. Satnionis versus Butaev. Yo, look. If you remember my no cap from last weekend, or if you tuned in, you already saw. Yeah, now she got the wrench, she the bouncer. I got to give a couple other wrenches out. I always forget to do so, but definitely got the wrench to make sure if people got to go, they got to go. Because sometimes we get these losers that come in here and be acting like this is their channel. And that's something that I don't fuck with. Don't come on here acting like this is your channel. So I definitely appreciate you. But yeah, here we go. Satnionis versus Butaev. What a fucking fight. Wow. And it was way more action-packed than I thought it was going to be. See, I knew Satnionis was great, and I knew Butaev was great. But I thought Butaev and his aggression and power was going to be able to win this fight for him. But the power seemed like there was no power. We all saw the fight, and if you didn't see the fight, I'll give you a quick recap on it. Satnionis had the lethal, murderous jab that was landing with crazy power. And he also had that cross right hand, the hook, and everything else that was landing with crazy power. Butaev was trying. He had power, but his punches just weren't sounding or seeming as they were as effective or as hard hitting as Satnionis' punches. Every time Satnionis landed a jab or straight, bro, the head went back, the body. Look, Satnionis, this guy is a guy to be reckoned with. Don't fuck with this guy. He's for real. He's serious. I thought Butaev was that guy, but no. The size of Satnionis, the power of Satnionis, his composure. Yes, his face did get banged up pretty badly, but yo, you fighting Butaev. Ain't nobody gonna walk outside of a Butaev fight looking all nice and clean and neat. Butaev is a heavy hitter, big punch thrower, high volume puncher, lots of power. So yo, look, big props to Satnionis. It's unbelievable performance. He did his damn thing. For Radzhab Butaev, back to the drawing board, man, because the size deficit was definitely a big one for him in that one. He was trying, and he did have some adjustments, but Satnionis adjusted back, and then it didn't. The adjustments that Butaev had made to try to get in and try to use the head move and all that, it takes a lot of energy, one, to begin with. Two, Satnionis also did his own adjustments. So, yo, man. What a fucking amazing performance. You know, I thought this was going to maybe be the biggest fight of the night. Like, I thought the Ugas Spence fight was going to be huge. But, nah, Ugas Spence definitely outdid this. This was a big one. But not as big as Ugas Spence. That shit was the fight of the weekend. Where does Satnionis go from here? He says it's a little overwhelming having a belt, although it's not a real belt, but whatever, it's a belt. He says it's a little overwhelming, lots of attention that he was not used to getting before. Saludos rolling with the punches. You already know. KO Kenny over here, he called me the boxing scientist. Thank you so much. You already know I be trying to speak nothing but facts. If it ain't facts, it's not coming out of my mouth. I do give opinions, but I clearly let people know those are opinions before I give those. You know what I'm saying? Nando Jama says, I don't know, Satnionis ran out of gas late in the fight, throwing arm punches. I'm a little skeptical. Tough, but top tier. I don't know. Look, skeptical. Look, he was fighting Butaev, man. He was fighting Radzhab Butaev. There's a lot of punches that he was taking to the arms, to the body, you know, and to the face. So, yeah, he could have got tired, but it was a high-volume fight, back and forth, both in the pocket. None of these guys ran from the competition. They both wanted to smoke. They was both in there throwing sticks to dynamite. Team Batman Boxer says, what up, Kenny? What's good, my brother? How's it going? Can't complain, bro. Always good. Always good coming with that good energy, you know. Back in the gym, you know, feeling good. Can't complain out here. Yo. But Satnionis, who's a good opponent for Satnionis now? Who y'all got? I don't know. Satnionis is definitely ready for some title fights, but I still don't know if anybody got anything on Spence and Crawford. Those guys are looking untouchable right now, especially after that comeback performance from Spence this past weekend where he completely dominated Ugas. The Ugas that dominated Pacquiao. So yo, look, people say, oh yeah, Pacquiao was old. Look, stop discrediting Ugas and that win against Pacquiao. Take it as what it is. A win against Pacquiao. And Spence then dominated and destroyed him. But here we go. Hola Nancy Nando. Giving salutes. You already know. Time will tell. I'd be happy to be wrong. Yeah, time will definitely tell, man. It's hard to say. But look, the guy is young. He is a prospect. He looked amazing against Butaev, which is another prospect. But then I feel like these are high level prospects. Like it's hard for me to call them prospects, but you know, I get it. Whatever. I'd like to see him. Yo, look, everybody's gonna be throwing this guy's name in the mix because of he was a previous champion and he ain't looked too amazing in his last fight. Keith one-time Thurman. The Dawn was good. Thank you for joining in and tuning in. But yo, who knows? Maybe Satnionis could get in there with a Keith Thurman. But I don't think Keith Thurman wants any of that smoke, any of that. But yo, Conor Ben. Conor Ben, he's great. But I believe he wants no parts of Satnionis. I don't see Conor Ben getting in there with Satnionis. He's talking about Kell Brook and Amir Kahn, although he downplayed the fact about Amir Kahn. Says that he would put Kell Brook out in 3. That sounds very believable to me. With the style that Conor Ben fights, it sounds very believable to me. Boots, he needs a test ASAP. Yo, Boots, Virgil, Satnionis, man, that's a good one, bro. I didn't think about that. Those are all great matches. But you know what? All these guys are in the level where I currently see them staying away from each other. I don't see any of these guys starting to fight each other, especially with today's climate in boxing. Today's climate in boxing is the keep the O safe, unless it's for like a title fight or a belt, don't take in danger. Not everybody is that way, but today's climate definitely appears to be that way. Okay. But yeah, man, Conor Ben, that could be a man. But like, yeah, I don't see any of these guys entertaining that. I would love to see that. I don't see them entertaining a fight with Satnionis. Satnionis looked very dangerous, and you know what? Satnionis, I think, would entertain those fights because Radzhab Butaev, that's a savage, that's a beast, and he entertained that fight. They entertained each other, yo. So I don't really see them being the ones not trying to get these fights or not entertaining these fights. I see the opposite side being the ones that potentially do not entertain these fights. So Boots, Virgil, Keith Thurman, Conor Ben, etc. I see those guys being the ones to not entertain the fight with Satnionis. The way Satnionis looked, he looked dangerous. I think it's gonna be not as drastic or crazy as it is with as I feel it's gonna be with the towering inferno Sebastian Fundora, where people are definitely gonna be ducking and dodging them. But I think people are definitely gonna duck and dodge Satnionis up until they are forced to fight him as a mandatory or title eliminator, something, until they are forced to fight him. The dudes that are going to be trying to fight Satnionis are dudes that are going to be out there trying to get themselves known and make a name for themselves. Chauncey Pearl, salute, brother. He said Satnionis' jab looked super sharp. It looked amazing. It looked super sharp and powerful. That's why I chose this image right here. Like, there was way better images that I could have chose, like, Satnionis with his bloody face and all that shit, with his hands being raised, yada, 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 because he won the fight. But I feel like this picture right here does justice, specifically because he's about to throw a jab. And the jab was what dominated this fight. 100% dominated the fight. Rolling with the punches says, yeah, today's climate needs to change quick. I actually think we're headed in that direction. It seems like we're definitely headed in that direction. Certain people seem to be bringing that type of change, the fighting anybody, anytime, anywhere, and getting losses and still getting big paydays. And I think that that's what everybody was afraid of before. Oh, if I get a loss, then I can't get a big fight, or I can't get a big payday. And that's not exactly the case. So I do hope things change drastically ASAP, because I am tired of this duck and dodging thing that's going on. It's great to have another contender in the welterweight division to spice things up. 100%. 100% great to have another contender, bro. There's a good 4 or 5 contenders. It's like, yo, the current class of welterweights isn't even out yet. The current class being Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, one-time Thurman, Sean Porter retired, Danny Garcia, I think he moved to 154, you know. Besides that, you know, today's well-known class of welterweights is starting to either go up to different weight classes or starting to fade out, you know. So it's crazy. We got a new class of welterweight fighters, and the old one isn't even out yet. Chauncey Pro says, it's great to have... Oh, yeah, I read that already. My fault. Shit. You can tell I have that crazy good energy today. That gym hit me. Shit. That gym did me right. But one thing I do have to mention, I think that the referee was maybe too involved in a foolish way. I feel like he was separating them a little too much at times, and he was giving way too many warnings. It's like, if you're going to give so many warnings, just take the point away, bro. Take the point away if you're going to give that many warnings. There's no reason to warn a person 4 or 5 times without giving the warning. That's stupid. Stop calling every single thing. Stop touching so much. Stop breaking them up so goddamn much. Unless heads are being pushed down or heads are being butted and shit like that, yo, let them fight on the inside. That's part of the fight. Sean Hicks. Sean El Gringo Hicks, thank you for joining in. He says, shout out to the entire chat. I would like Eimantas Satnionis versus David Avanesian. That's a good one, too. 2 avoided guys that don't have the largest following that seems realistic. Great show. That's a good one, too. That's a great one, too. Shit, that's another fucking... That's another one where nukes are going to be fucking landing, because it's another one just like Radzhab Butaev and Satnionis. That'd be a great one, man. Great call on David Avanesian, too, bro. But... That one actually is possible. I don't see why those guys would duck each other. That's a great fucking call right there. Woo! Boom! Drops a fucking bomb, my man Gringo. All right, let's move on to the main event of this past weekend, because that shit is crazy. That shit was crazy. Errol Spence dominates Ugas. Errol Spence completely dominates Ugas. No one can tell me anything about that. And I'm not giving my opinions. I'm speaking facts. People say, oh, well, and people saying this because the announcers mentioned this. Oh, Spence was hurting a couple times. I mean, I could see how, you know, he showed that a punch affected him. Being hurt and getting caught by a clean punch are 2 different things, bro. It ain't like Spence was in there, you know, doing the chicken dance, falling all over the place. No, nah. Spence took the hit, took a step back, and came forward. And then the mouthpiece drop point, right? There was a lot of controversy with that mouthpiece drop point. But you know what? Before we even go to the mouthpiece drop point, I want to talk more about Spence and Ugas, because a bit about the actual performance. Spence looked amazing out there. He came through looking like a beast, looking like he never missed a step in boxing, looking like he didn't take any time off. Came looking more powerful than he did in the Mikey Garcia and Sean Porter fight, throwing the same volume of punches and being just so overpowering to Ugas, who is a big dude too. He's not a smaller guy. Remember, Sean Porter, smaller guy. Mikey Garcia, smaller guy. Spence looked amazing and dominated. Great volume and punches, great jab, great straight, great hooks, and great body work. That uppercut was vicious too. That uppercut was a finish destroying Ugas' eye, in my opinion. Let me, you know, I ain't even give y'all the graphics. I'm so hyped about this conversation. I ain't even give y'all the graphic. Here goes the uppercut. Boom, boom. That's the uppercut that I think finished destroying Ugas' eye. Okay. Spence looked good, much better than he did in the Danny Swift Garcia fight, says Team Batman Boxing. Did the black canvas camouflage the mouthpiece? I know I couldn't see it from home. Nah, I thought the mouthpiece was white. I honestly don't remember the color of the mouthpiece, but I do remember seeing it fly out the mouth when he was punched. And in the replay, you could see it fly out the mouth. But it was, yeah, it was nonsense. The way Spence can just keep on letting his hands go is always impressive. Very effective with his work. Also, by around the 6th round, he couldn't miss. Yeah, it's just crazy. And the thing is that Spence isn't like putting all his power in one punch and trying to go for that KO power. It seems like Spence is throwing every single one of his punches with mid to high power, not maximum power, because all his punches were effective, were causing damage, and the buildup of punches destroyed Ugas. That eye was insane. But with the mouthpiece, yo, yeah, Spence was called out about it in the post-fight interview too. I forgot the reporter's name, but second time that Spence drops the mouthpiece and then goes looking for it during the fight. You know, the announcers were saying that the ref messed up and the ref should have called time right away. I thought that was a little bit of gaslighting for the fans. Like, bro, when the hell have you ever seen a ref call time immediately after a mouthpiece gets knocked out? The ref first has to see that the mouthpiece got knocked out to begin with, and then call time. I think time happened when it should have happened. I think Errol Spence did mess up by going to go look for his mouthpiece. That 3-punch combo that Ugas landed, that shit was powerful, but I still don't think that 3-punch combo hurt Spence. Did you see him chicken legging? Did you see him looking like he was about to go down? Nah. He came back and went right back to work with the crazy high volume of accurate punches. Rolling with the Punches says, man, I was a little too buzzed to remember specifics, but I remember Spence dominating. I think Spence was so comfortable that he went to retrieve the mouthpiece. Yeah, he actually did try to go retrieve the mouthpiece, and that's when he got called the 3-punch combo. Spence said in the post-fight interview that he thought that he heard the ref say time, and that's why he turned around and started looking for the mouthpiece. I don't know, but at the end of the day, I'm very appreciative of Spence and his interviews and the things he said. Like, yo, dude came out and was like, he was laughing when the reporter pressed him and asked him and said, so what are you going to do? You're going to change the stuff? And Errol Spence started laughing and was like, no, you're right. I did mess up. I shouldn't be going to look for my mouthpiece. That's rookie mistakes. I need to work on that. And then he goes, and the truth is that I need to get a new mouthpiece. My mouthpiece has been too big and it always falls out. I need to bite down hard on it. In order for it to stay in. Yo, whatever. Get a new mouthpiece. I don't care about that. Stop doing the rookie mistakes, though. Stop going and look for the mouthpiece. He looked phenomenal, though. He looked phenomenal besides that mouthpiece moment. And, yo, I'm a little surprised that they didn't stop the fight just slightly earlier. Just slightly early. This is the finishing aftermath. This is what it looked like. This is, unfortunately, what Ugas looked like at the end when they stopped the fight. And, yo, I think that they should have stopped the fight early, and that's factual opinion. I was starting to feel bad for Ugas and his eye and the way his face was looking as the punches kept on landing. And the moment that uppercut that I just showed you in the last picture landed, you see Ugas, he crunched in and he put his head down. And he started touching the eye right after. Bro, I know that Ugas is a warrior and he wanted to go in there and win, but I think and fight his hardest, but I think he went in there with the wrong tactic. He wasn't even moving or rolling or dodging with the punches or anything, trying to lessen up the impact. He was like taking the full impact of punches, trying to brace himself and eat the punches. This is boxing, bro. This is not a tough man contest. This is not a warrior contest. Like, I feel very bad that he got beat the way he did, and unfortunately, it's gonna take some time in recovery. I think his orbital bone was broken. Yo, Spence's, I think that's the second one that he does break. So, yo, look, I hope Ugas recovers easily and everything goes fine for him. He will definitely be back if the recovery is smooth regarding, you know, the eye. We got to see how the operation, all that goes. If it does go smooth with the eye, I know he'll be back. Who will he be fighting? What type of level of opposition will be fighting? I don't know. We don't know. We'll see what happens. But I know Spence called out Crawford, though. And I love to be shut up. Like, I love someone to shut me up. Like, because I was talking shit that Spence is never going to fight Crawford, because the last comments that I heard Spence say was that he was just trying to remain an active fighter. Remain an active fighter to me sounds like you're going to be fighting journeymen for paychecks because you just want to remain active. But no, apparently remaining active to Errol Spence is different than what I thought. Pugilism was good. Thank you for joining in. Says Spence jab, guard, control, contain, and punish is Spence. It's what he does. Yo, Spence is great at what he does. You're damn right. Spence is a beast at his movements and everything. But with the Crawford fight, there's gonna be a lot of counter punching, a lot of movement, a lot of back and forth. This is gonna be a great fight. I think it's gonna be even greater now than I thought it was gonna be before. I'm so much more excited for Spence versus Crawford now than I was before. And Spence called out Crawford, so that's big. He ain't done that before. Spence, as I've seen Spence, he is a dude that keeps his word, or tries to keep his word. When he says something, says he's gonna fight somebody, do something, he does it. And he called out Crawford, so yo, I see that happen and I can't wait. Ugas style built for Porter and Manny ambush style. I mean, yeah, it's just that Spence tried to ambush him. Not try to. Spence ambushed him too, but smart ambushed him. And he's a bigger man than these other fighters that we mentioned. You know, Sean Porter and Manny Pacquiao. So look, the jab is going to get in there much more. The punches are going to get in there much more. And the body, everything is just going to be more effective at getting in there much more. Plus, Spence is also bigger and stronger than these guys. So it's not like he could just lean on them and push them back all the time. Like, you know, they was pushing each other back. And even sometimes when they try to push each other, the impact of the push, how far they would go back wouldn't even be that serious. So, look. Ugas will be back against who? I don't know. Spence, I hope to see him fight Crawford this year. Man, I'm excited for that fight. Yo, like, that's fight party material. Pugilism says, Spence has a different inside fighting. He's a phone booth fighter. He's built off containing his opponents and subduing them. Shit, I like that saying right there. Phone booth fighter. Yeah, he does like to stay at a close distance for sure. He does like to smother punches for sure. And he does like to get inside close and get that body work. Them rib shots. He be going in. Bud got the perfect counter style. Yo. Oh, it's alright. But yo, look. It's gonna be a great fight. Bud is definitely gonna try to counter the man. Bud is definitely a savage. Bud is smart. Bud got power, and once Bud gets hit, it's like he sees red. He wants to finish the man off and destruct. So we're gonna see how all of this works. Yeah, Bud has a great style for Spence. This is gonna be an amazing fight. I don't even see, before I was like, yeah, Bud Crawford destroyed Spence. Now after that performance, I gotta go watch some tape again and readjust my thoughts and everything. That was impressive. I'm gonna start calling Spence or Bones SMA. So I forgot he broke Kels too. Bro, or Bone downtown. Man down or Bone down. I don't know. But yeah, bro, second one, and that should look crazy. This one looks worse than Kell Brooks. But all right, Errol Spence, one of the guys that, well, actually, he is the main guy at 147 since he has 3 official belts now, and Bud has the other belt. Yo, so we gonna see what happens. The 2 main guys at 147 and all those goddamn contenders and prospects at 147. Bro, does the welterweight division look exciting. More exciting than ever. But okay. All right. Okay. All right, let's go today. Hold on. Why is it not working? There we go. All right. Let me switch myself in. Here we go. Now, we gonna get into a little bit of no-cap boxing news and rumors and updates and shit. So, David Benavidez and Charlo had an altercation at, forgot what fight it was. One of the fights this past weekend. It was at the Spence Ugas fight. They had an altercation. And yo, I don't know. I don't care about those altercations. That shit is all play in games, publicity, promotions. Stop all that nonsense. Don't get yourself thrown out of the stadium to try to, promote a fight that's not even happening. A fight that's not signed for. A fight that doesn't seem like it's happening because it seems like dudes are ducking each other. One guy's asking for more money than he deserves. The other guy says that the other dude is nothing and nobody and doesn't deserve a fight. So this is just, they're never going to fight. They're never going to fight. Yo. David Benavidez. I mean, let me stop saying they're never going to fight. Because if the call-outs and the beef and the bullshit keep happening, eventually they have to fight. I hope they fight. Like, Big Charlo ain't fighting nobody anyway. He's been quiet fighting, regular fighters, not championship level fighters. So, all right. So, we also have David Benavidez with another piece of news. He says he's considering moving up to 175 pounds if he can't get any of the big fights to happen at 168. Well, if David Benavidez would listen to Mano a Mano Live, which I'm sure he doesn't, but eventually he will, then he would have taken the advice that Maestro and myself gave him a long time ago, which was go to 175, beat Canelo to the weight class, try to get one of the belts at 175, and then you put yourself in Canelo's trajectory. So Canelo has to fight you in order to become undisputed at 175. He should have been thinking about doing this move a long time ago. He should. See, people be talking about Canelo and his greatness. If you want to be as great as Canelo, you got to be daring to do some of the shit that Canelo does. You go up and down in weight class, bro. You be all right, right? Canelo does it, right? Canelo's the great, right? Okay, all right. If he's a great, then you can do it too. You can go fight at 175, and you can go back down and fight at 168 and go back up at 170. Canelo does it, right? So you do it too. You're trying to fight Canelo. He should go up to 175, but it's a little late now. Everybody who he should be fighting at 175 is taken already. Canelo taken with Bivol. Beterbiev taken with Smith. There's nobody else he should be fighting at 175. I mean, I guess he could go up there and get like not necessarily a tune-up, but like a welcome to the weight class. Not an easy fight, a difficult fight, but someone who's like a high ranked, but not necessarily a champion. I don't know. Make sure he could take the punches, but I'm pretty sure he fights some huge dudes anyway. He used to be a big boy. He used to be a big boy boxing and all types of people. So look, I'm sure he could take the power. I'm sure he could hang with the dudes at 175. And I think that he should have probably done that a long time ago. But whatever. I don't manage him. I got no power in this boxing thing. I'm just a dude who loves boxing, loves talking this smack. And here we go. Here we are. Okay. Yo, this is a bad one. This is a sad one. Amir Kahn has gotten. Amir Kahn got robbed. It happened already. He got robbed for his watch at gunpoint. Read the tweet. He said they pointed the gun at his head and took his watch and rolled. I saw a video of it too. The video is very grainy. I was gonna share it on screen, but it's so damn grainy that you could barely see anything. It's like he's all the way towards the back. Rolling with the punches says, good point, Kenny. Fighting between even just 2 weight classes is pretty damn good. Yo, if he could do that, then you're doing what Canelo's doing, right? And if he wants the Canelo fight, then show dudes you're great. Who else is going up and down the weight class and fighting in 2 weight classes in the entire sport of boxing? I don't know him. I don't know who. I see people that fight in 1 weight class, then they change and go to the next weight class and stay there for a while till they're ready to go up to the next weight class. And it's usually because they're getting older and weight problems, not because they want to fight in multiple weight classes. Got Bivol winning, beating Canelo. Canelo needs Spence size / frame and elements of his style, but at 175 version to contain Bivol. Bivol's defense and fluid style only lets 12% punches land on him. Canelo's low volume offense is a tough task against 12% in Bivol's style. I mean, we're going to see. It's 100% going to be a tough fight. And I'll fully dive into that in the future, but it's 100% going to be a tough fight, bro. But I think that Canelo got the skills to pull it off. And, you know, it just takes some adjustments in training camp to increase volume and output, you know, punch volume output. He does have the power, but Bivol does have the big fundamental style. He has this very, very good fundamental style. He's much taller, larger, and longer. So look, I think we're going to see some amazing things and some questions answered by Canelo, from Canelo. We're getting that Bivol-Canelo fight. But Goku Sun 87 says, man, Canelo getting that KO. Yo, I honestly think that the KO could happen, and it is very possible for the KO to happen. But at the end of the day, if I'm not necessarily telling people to bet, but I wouldn't bet on a KO. I'd bet on a good 12-round win, but I also think that the KO is going to happen because that's the style that Canelo seems to be fighting all these bigger guys that, you know, beat them to the body early on and then try to put them out of their misery once it gets a little later in the fight. Yo, this is great. We're in the great boxing season. We're ready to go. We got to fight this weekend. We got to fight the following weekend, like big fights. Now, I'm not talking about, like, you know, we always have fights every weekend, but we got big fights coming up almost every single damn weekend. It's crazy. It's amazing. I'm super excited for it. But yeah, back to Amir Kahn. He got robbed at gunpoint. That shit's super sad. That shit's fucked up. They took one of his watches, I think. He said his wife, Faryal, was like a couple steps in front of him. So you know, she didn't see the altercation or get robbed as he did. That's good that she was up ahead. It sucks that he got robbed. People be going ham. I hear shit like dudes are hard out there. You know, crime is real serious out there. But it is what it is. I'm not from out there. I do hope, not hope. I do know that Amir Kahn is okay. Amir Kahn did what a smart man should do. What a smart man should do if he's getting robbed at gunpoint and the gun is being pointed at his head, body, anywhere. What a smart man should do is take whatever belongings the robber wants and give that over right to him. Because if you value your life, which your life is so much more important than jewelry, than a couple dollars, than a t-shirt, sneakers, whatever the fuck. Your life is so much more important. You can get 50 more of those sneakers, 50 more chains. Don't get your life taken for a stupid watch, chain, whatever. Amir Kahn did the right thing. I applaud his movements. That is in no way like soft or buns or anything like that. And it sucks that he got robbed though. But he was a smart man and just giving this shit up and keeping it moving. Pugilism said, good, he's alright. Surprised they got guns. Thought it's mostly knives out there. I mean, I don't really know. I never been, I never been. But crime can be done with anything, bro. Gun, knife, a bat, shit, a car. You know what I'm saying? Crime can be done with anything. People are crazy out here, so I'm just glad the man is okay. Fuck that expensive ass watch. Give that shit away. Give that shit away. Let them keep that expensive ass watch. Buy yourself another one. So, all right. Our next topic of conversation is Dillian Whyte and how he didn't show up to the media workout. But then that changed because he showed up to the final press conference. But Frank Warren had to have a couple of words with him, you know, negotiate something. I'm not sure what the negotiations were or what Frank Warren told him to make him show up to the last event. But he did show up, and it seemed like they was pretty cool, whatever. You know, they was smiling, laughing in there until they got heated, and then they started talking shit. And then Big John Fury came in talking shit, and then here comes Dillian Whyte's brother, Dean Whyte, and, you know, war of words and nonsense. Yo, Big John Fury needs to just fall back and sit back. It ain't like he was even ever a good fighter. He's trash. He's just a good shit talker. And got good genes to make tall kids. Like, stop it. He was not a good fighter. 100% rolling with the punches. Give that stuff away. Stay alive and stay healthy. But if Khan was set... what if Khan was set up? I mean, I don't know. If he set that up or if that was set up, I don't know. It's a little crazy. But either way, give the goods. Get yourself a bodyguard, an armed licensed bodyguard or something. You know, start rolling in SUVs with an entourage and not in your pretty little car. I don't know. Change something up and make yourself less accessible. Pugilism says he got a small wager on Bevo, but rooting for Canelo. Haha. Wouldn't mind seeing Canelo pull this off. It's his toughest fight and pivot fight. If Canelo wins all fights moving forward, easier. I don't know, but Beterbiev is a very difficult fight too. It's a extremely difficult fight from another style. I wouldn't call Beterbiev easy, but yeah, those are his two toughest fights, and yeah, I completely understand your wager. Look, betting on Bevo is like, you know, I think he's the underdog, so that would get you some pay if it does happen. The real challenge for Canelo at 175 is Beterbiev, in my opinion. Yo, that's what I'm saying. But Beterbiev, that's a great challenge for Canelo. Bevo is not the only challenge for Canelo. Beterbiev is also a big challenge. I think we're gonna see him dominate Smith Jr. We're gonna see that, you know. All right, let's see what we got. I did get my shit talking moment because Dillian Whyte didn't show up to the media workout, and I did say that he is gonna keep his word and not show up. But then Frank Warren had to go hop in there and have some words with Dillian Whyte and change his mind. Maybe he offered him some money or something. I don't know. Change his mind. He showed up to the press conference, and now I can't talk as much smack because he showed up to the final press conference. Whatever. But it was a good little war of words. I'm excited for the fight this weekend. You already know what things gonna happen, but we'll hop into that in my last section, which is the upcoming fight section. Okay, Tyson Fury. He continues saying this. He continues threatening this in interviews, and he was asked, "So, are you interested in facing the winner of Usyk AJ?" And his words were, "No, I am not interested in anybody. I am retiring immediately after this fight." That's crazy. Do you guys believe that he's actually going to retire? It can happen. There's potential. Never know. Never know. It can happen. Really never know. Pugilism says more holes to exploit on Beterbiev for Canelo than Bevo. Yeah, that's true. There's a lot more power coming from Bevo, and Bevo is nonstop come forward. You know, it's just two different styles, right? Like, excuse me, Beterbiev is come forward. Bevo is like a little back step, a little more on the back foot and jab type style. Different styles. Both of them have power. One is longer than the other. One is way more fundamental than the other. The other one is like seek and destroy. They're both going to be difficult. It's just two different types of difficulties, right? We know Canelo has a great chin at 168. Is he going to have that great chin at 175? I think he'll have the chin against Bevo. I don't know if he'll have the chin against Beterbiev. But Tyson Fury in his retirement. Yo, he may just retire. He retired once before when he was going through his alcoholism and his drug problems. He retired once before. I don't see why he would not retire once again. Like, there's nothing that tells me that he wouldn't retire again, especially if he's saying it so much. It's like the 4th, 5th interview I hear him saying he's retiring right after the fight. Marion Brown says, I don't think there's more holes. Beterbiev doesn't have much weaknesses. Rolling with the punches says, yeah, Fury's wild. He might retire. Bro, I hope, whatever. If he retires, I'm going to tell you now, I'm going to see that as a soft move specifically because if he just fought one more fight, then he'd be fighting Usyk for undisputed. If he does retire after this fight, then I'm going to see it as, yo, he's ducking, dodging Usyk because I think Usyk is going to beat AJ. And Tyson Fury came out talking shit saying that Usyk is gonna end AJ's career. He said Usyk is gonna end AJ's career. And the funny part about that is that AJ wants Whyte to win, and I know exactly why they're going against each other, and it makes complete sense to me. So for AJ, he knocked out Dillian Whyte. So if Dillian Whyte wins against Fury, then it's like, you know, it's like a ladder thing. Like, okay, I beat Whyte, Whyte beat Fury, so that means I could beat Fury. It'll make him feel good about himself, you know, give himself that nice little pat on the back. But don't really mean shit. Fury says that Usyk is gonna force AJ into retirement. I think he's just saying that because AJ came out saying that he hates both of them and wants Whyte to win. So Look, I don't think AJ is going to retire if he loses to Usyk. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Not everything that I say is right, but that's just my opinion. I don't think he's going to retire if he loses to Usyk. But there is a very big possibility that Tyson Fury retires. Win or lose, draw, it doesn't matter. There's a big possibility that he retires. He seems like he doesn't want to do this anymore. He seems like he wants to enjoy his money in his life. That's just what I'm getting from interviews and shit that he's saying, you know. But he did look very good, very slim in the media workout. He looked like he was ready to go. I wanted to know his weight, so because that for me that makes a big difference. I wanted to know his weight and Dillian Whyte's weight, but it's Wednesday. We don't have that yet. They do weigh-ins like on Friday, so it is what it is. Marion Brown says Beterbiev has underrated defense and a crazy chin. He 100% does. He's been dropped before though, but yes, he definitely has a crazy ass chin, and he does have good defense. Offense is defense sometimes. Okay. Frank Warren seems like he's definitely hopping heavy back into the boxing game with some big matches. Frank Warren says that he wants to set up the fight for Anthony Yarde to fight the winner of Beterbiev versus Bivol. Yo, he's trying to get in the big fight game. But he's also trying to get dudes like Anthony Yarde knocked the fuck out. Like, I like Anthony Yarde, you know. I think Anthony Yarde is good and skilled, but I just think that Anthony Yarde is not necessarily on the level of these guys. I think he's good. I think he has power, but we saw him, you know, when he fought Kovalev, and I thought he looked terrible in that fight. And then we saw him against Lyndon Arthur, the first one. I thought he fought terrible style against Lyndon Arthur. I like Anthony Yarde. I like his style, his power, but it's just not working for him. His chin seems to not be there. And he also gassed out in the fight against Kovalev. Yo, I don't know. I think that's putting him against either Beterbiev or Joe Smith Jr. is a terrible idea for Frank Warren. But I get it, yo. Make the big fights, make the big money. Everybody's going to watch. Hype for Saturday. Fury going to dismantle Whyte. Bro, that's facts. We're going to get into that shortly. 100% facts. We're literally going to get into that in a few. I'm going to start speeding by a couple of topics because I do have to leave promptly like 6:05 the most. I have a lot of things going on today. So, here we go. Charlo says that he wouldn't fight Spence, but that he would fight Bud. I think that's great news for Bud. It gives Bud the chance to be to become undisputed in 2 weight classes in 2 fights back to back. If he does entertain that he'd fight Bud, I think that's awesome. And I think that Bud would go for it. Bud has a lot of heart. Bud is not that dude to play games with, and he doesn't play games. Bud is here to fight. Bud is for real. So, and that'd be an amazing fight. Charlo versus Bud, and I'd have to see Spence versus Bud first to give you a criticism on Charlo versus Bud. Because honestly, the way I see both of them, I think Bud beats Charlo. Because I think Bud and Spence are both better than Jermell. I think Jermell's great. It's just, you know, his punch volume sometimes. His own mind gets to him at times. And, you know, there's levels to the shit. So, you know, Bud and Spence, I think, both beat Jermell at this point. But we got to see. We got to see what the future holds. Pugilism says, people not seeing the southpaw stance on Fury strategy. Fury king guard with extended arms as southpaw will defend Whyte's left hook. Extend the right arm and keep chin tucked under the shoulder. Fury's extended guard. Fury just too much tool. Bro, Fury has way too much tools. For Fury, it's not just a power thing. For Fury, like, for Dillian Whyte, it's just a power thing. It's like, come in here. Oh, I'm going to try to hit his body. I'm going to try to hit his head. I'm going to try to hit him anyway. I'm just going to give power and everything. Right? And try to survive. Get tired at the end. Try to survive and see if I can knock him out. Throw more punches. Land more punches. Look better than the other guy. Yada, yada, yada. The tools that Tyson Fury have are by far too much. I completely agree. We a couple of minutes away from that full conversation though. So let me just finish these last few ones here. But yeah, I think it gives Bud the chance to go undisputed at 147 if he beats Spence, and then he could do one more fight right after at 154 versus Jermell Charlo if Jermell Charlo wins against Castaño and become undisputed. I do have Jermell Charlo winning against Castaño, by the way. Marion Brown says, Bud is a much better fighter, but Jermell power might be too much for him. Bud already showed he doesn't have the best chin. He did show that. We'll see, though. We'll see, right? It's one more weight class above. Jermell does seem to have power. I don't know. We ain't never seen Crawford get buzzed or hit to a point where he's chicken dancing and non-functional. You know, he's been hurt before, and he's come back from being hurt, and he's still conscious and still able to fight when being hurt. So, I don't know. Fury's going to switch stances as he's walking down and containing Whyte. I think he definitely has both stands in his pocket. He has power both hands. He can fight off the back foot, front foot. He can stay in the box and fight and trade. Like, this is going to be a bad show for Dillian Whyte, in my opinion. All right, let's see. A couple of more pieces of news, and then we will get to Tyson Fury. I'm not sure we're gonna have time to discuss John Real Casimero versus Paul Butler, but I got Casimero winning that anyway. But I don't think we're gonna get to discuss that. But WBO has readjusted the rankings once again. I don't know if you guys remember before they had the rankings where Teofimo Lopez was second, and then it was like Jack Catterall, and then the last one I can't remember. But, yeah, so WBO has readjusted the rankings. Teofimo Lopez is now fourth. Let me go check that out, Boxing C rankings real quick. Yeah, so it's Teofimo Lopez, Jack Catterall, and Jose Ramirez that had to be switched around. And they have been switched around after fans complained a whole shitload and after these fighters petitioned the WBO for the rankings to be switched around. So now, Liam Parrow is still first. Jose Ramirez is now second. Jack Catterall is third. And Teofimo Lopez is fourth in the rankings, which makes a lot more sense, and I'm happy for the changes. It does suck that it took a fucking petitions and stuff for it to be changed. Last piece of news before we move on to Tyson Fury versus Dillian Whyte. We have Floyd Mayweather saying that he wants to sign Terrence Crawford. Says that he's a black man and supports black men and wants to sign Terrence Crawford. I think that's all bullshit and a crock of shit. Where was Floyd Mayweather trying to sign Terrence Crawford before? Floyd Mayweather's trying to sign Terrence Crawford now. Errol Spence it seems like he's leaving, right? But Bud seems like he's gonna be a guy that could win these belts or could go and win other belts. Even if he loses to Errol Spence, that's not gonna be the end of Bud's career. Or even if he wins, like if he wins against Errol Spence, the outlook on his paydays and his career are insane. So. Yeah, I think that Mayweather's just clout chasing, money chasing on this one and trying to take some of Crawford's bag is stupid. But all right, Tyson Fury versus Dillian Whyte. We got 7 minutes and we will knock it out in 7 minutes. Tyson Fury versus Dillian Whyte. Yo, I'm going to tell you now, I think Tyson Fury is going to put the fucking beats on Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte is going to try. It may be like the Spence Ugas fight, right? Where there was like maybe 2 moments in the fight where Ugas landed a couple of hard punches. And everybody's like, oh! I think we're going to have maybe 1 or 2 moments like that. I think that if Dillian Whyte gets careless like he did against Chisora, throwing too many punches, gassing out. If he gets careless like he did against Povetkin when he got knocked out, gassing out, and he's going to end by a savage knockout. And that is the only way that I know Dillian Whyte to fight, to just throw punches, gas out, continue trying to throw punches. I've never seen him try to reserve tank or fight smart or anything like that. So, yo, look, I got Tyson Fury destroying him. It could be a 12-round fight. It could be a knockout. It depends on how Dillian Whyte fights. With the way we've seen Dillian Whyte fight and with what we've seen Tyson Fury do his last couple fights, I'm going to tell you, I got Tyson Fury winning by knockout. From which stance, I don't know. Left or right-handed, I have no idea. But yes, I do agree with pugilism that he is going to be boxing from both sides. Team Batman Boxing says, I've got Jermell stopping Crawford. It's possible. I don't know if I got that. I think I got Crawford stopping Jermell. And Crawford loves to bang and trade. If he's against Charlo, he's getting slept. We never know. I don't know. I don't know, man. They're both great fighters. It's hard to tell, right? Crawford is much more skilled. And Jermell seems like the guy with more power. But we don't know that. We don't even know what type of chin Jermell has. And what type of power Crawford would have at 154? There's a bunch of questions that have to be answered. So, you know. Pugilism says, Subriel Matias needs more fights. 140 Boogeyman. I mean, 140 got a lot of Boogeyman, but a lot of people are fighting each other. But it seems like Taylor is holding it up now. He say he's going to move to 147. We'll see. If he doesn't move to 147 and there isn't no Jack Catterall rematch, which I don't see happening, it's going to be crazy. Fury jabbing, extending guard to work in, sidestepping, guard raking, and blasting the openings. Game over. Bro, Fury's going to dominate. Fury's going to dominate. Like, everybody has to see this too, right? He fought Deontay Wilder last. Deontay Wilder, much taller man, much longer reach, much more power. Much less skill and ability, right? The body snatcher is saying that he's going to come in here and knock out Tyson Fury. Bro, if Deontay Wilder, who landed a couple of clean flush right hands and knocked down Tyson Fury several times, did not knock out Tyson Fury, I don't see Dillian Whyte doing it. Stop it, buddy. Stop it. The body snatcher is not snatching no bodies. The body snatcher is going to get knocked out terribly. I don't think it's going to be one of those, like, one-punch KOs. Because even when AJ knocked him out, it wasn't a one-punch KO. It was like a combination, a hook, and excuse me, I think it was a hook with the left, and then his infamous uppercut right after, and the uppercut buzzed him, and then he went down, was against the ropes on the floor. You know, I think that this is going to be like a multiple punch knockout, but it is going to end in a brutal type of knockout situation with Dillian Whyte potentially on the floor the same way that Deontay Wilder was. Yo, it's going to be an amazing fight. I can't wait to see Whyte and his trash talking take a beating. Although I like Whyte's trash talking, it's just that I just don't see this fight going any other way. I don't see it going any other way. It's almost impossible in my eyes for it to go any other way. Dillian Whyte just does not have the skills, the body size, the power to beat this man. That's just my opinion. And Tyson Fury is talking about retiring. It's going to be soft if he retires. Super soft if he retires. But yo, the time is now 5:57. That means I got 3 minutes remaining. And what I am going to do for these last 3 minutes, I'm going to let y'all hear one more of my tracks, and then I'm going to call it quits for the day. But I do want to hear one thing in the comments, if it gets there real quick. Should I play a hard track or should I play a soft track? Let me know. A hard track or a soft track? I got both types. I got 6 tracks. So let me know which one of my own tracks I should play. I'll wait for like maybe 10 seconds. If I get a response, then I'll play it. Something based off that. If not, then I'll play whatever it is that I have on my mind. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in, Nando. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. Stick around for a little music. All right. So, since we talking boxing, I think I'm going to go to another hard song. Yeah. Think I'm going to go to another hard song right now. I'm getting that ready. Bet. Team Batman Boxing said hard track. All right, so I'm from New York. This is another drill track right here. It's called New Me. And it's by me and another, K.O. Kenny. So here we go. Let me let y'all listen to that. Hold on. Let me turn the audio on. There we go. Audio is on. Here we go.
Them niggas swear that they know me. Leveling up, it gets lonely. These niggas fake, these niggas lame. I don't got time to be phony. The way that I'm moving is hurting your feelings. I don't got time for emotions. I'm dreaming, I'm chasing, I will leave you back. Talking too much like you know me. Cannot control me, nigga, I'm stating the facts. Wait. You used to know me. What makes you think that a nigga the same? Or maybe you thought that you knew me. Photoshop me in your brain. You captured an image created with feelings and then I got framed. I keep making change. What makes you think that a nigga won't change? Look, Look, I put trust in the process. Now I'm not here for your nonsense. I still move with aggression, not as angry, yeah, that's progress. I don't fight with a weapon, still got hands, I still be boxing. Y'all just hate on the vision, blow that bridge, I create distance. Them niggas swear that they know me, leveling up it gets lonely. These niggas fake, these niggas lame, I don't got time to be phony. Way that I'm moving is hurting your feelings, I don't got time for emotions. I'm dreaming, I'm chasing, I will leave you back. Talking too much like you know me, cannot control me, nigga, I'm stating the facts. Look, I work it out like six-pack. I still drink mad six-packs. I don't be with niggas or too many women. That's how I'm feeling, no setback. You niggas stay working to get back. The image you get, I give that. Fuck your feelings, you keep that. I ask if I want the feedback. Give me the smoke, I need that. Could use a friend, don't need that. I be with myself, I stay in my head. I don't need approval, I curve you. Tolerate them, won't eat shit. Don't be disrespectful, I ignore your verbal. You put your hands up and I'll serve you. Respect the elders, I started this shit and you follow suit, so I birthed you. Wait. Them niggas swear that they know me, leveling up it gets lonely. These niggas fake, these niggas lame, I don't got time to be phony. The way that I'm moving is hurting your feelings, I don't got time for emotions. I'm dreaming, I'm chasing, I will leave you back. Talking too much like you know me, cannot control me, nigga, I'm stating the facts. Wait. Got no remorse, no explanation, nigga, I'm moving impatient. You niggas complacent, chase you like Jason, not the same trials we are facing. Moves are selfish and ruthless, there's no containment, y'all brought the phasing. Pointed the fingers and y'all put the blame in. I also loves what I'm saying. If I was your boy, then you do what you claiming. Not with the game that you playing, not with the rumors you spreading, not with the attitude niggas be getting. I changed the setting, niggas was chillin', I'm blowing it up, I'm getting. Nice on the sonics embedded, rock with a style, the future is deaded.
There we go. Thank you all for sticking around, listening to my track. I'm releasing all 6 of them. See where it takes me, just have fun. It's all art, it's love, it's fun. Thank you all for listening, appreciating. And yeah, I'll be releasing these and sending out links. And yeah, thank you all for tuning in to No Cap. It's another episode down. It's another day down. Thank you all for tuning in, man. Y'all have a great weekend. Oh, and enjoy your 420. If you haven't already, go enjoy your life and enjoy some 420. Take it easy for once. Peace. Wow.